Okay, nose is blown, ear is Q-tipped, let's go. Visiting hours, perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Well, oh, he's not so bad. How goes it? Who are you? Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Let me out of here. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes. How incredibly rude. I'm sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rude. Huh? Is he calling himself rude? Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls. So that I can treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies, too. So we have a Ganta on our hands here? Maybe a little bit? No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they? Whew, that was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges here. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. His face is not so... No, I've seen worse faces than that. For example, and a certain, like... Never mind. I was gonna say Gant, but anyway, reason for arrest. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Because it was convenient, that's why. Bah. Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. How's that? What are those like some kind of workout beads that you put around your arms to work the muscles or something? That looks really funky. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. Oh, wait. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Whew, our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Cuby. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Oh. Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Alright, motive? There better not be one, as in... What do the police have on you as far as the motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and myself. It's a personal in nature. Nothing like that. It's a long story. Your two towns were at war over the field in between them. They said, we get the corn, and we said, no, we get the corn. And they said, fine. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. And they won't have it. Oh. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder. Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Cuby was dead set against a municipal merger. And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Arr! Curse you, Capri-san! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine, just leave it to me. Jinxie's in good hands. If only it were really that easy, I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma. Please wait. My daughter Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but would you adopt another girl? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetales Vale. Yeah, that's gonna be important, I can already tell you. They're quite the unusual brunch, too. I eat them. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck. Oh, does she play in that show, does she play in Outlander by any chance? A young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters. Friends, it sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you will excuse me, it appears my time is up. Well, rest easy, dude. You're gonna be okay. Why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. Alright, I'm just gonna listen to this ringtone for a minute. That's oddly relaxing. I don't know. Jessica's here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that. It's gonna spur the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. Oh my god. A new addition to the agency, actually. Wait, what? Oh, are you talking about... Oh, this is before... Yeah, so this is probably when he met Athena Sykes then, isn't it? Yup. Oh, man. Oh, did I ever call that one? Not that it was hard to tell. That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably about 50 feet beyond... Oh, I think that was the sound of her motorcycle pulling up. Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. I've never even met her before. What'd she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. Whew. The fun just never stops, I tell you. A new addition to the agency. Well, I'd better get back to Ninetales Vale quick. Oh man. Alright, so back to the garden, I guess. Or maybe not. Try right there. Ah, here we go. I already told you. I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is. You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid pig-headed blah. This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Sorry, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it, enough of your lies. I'm coming with me. Oh, get your hands off of me, you perv. Oh my god, man. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh, instant replay, double, and... Yeah, someone told me to watch her thing. Her little necklace, it changes colors. With what she's feeling, it was mad there, and then it was surprised because she saw that she had thrown him at someone. I spotted that. Think you watch out for the bystanders next time? Oops! Are you okay? Surprised. I think so, but that police officer's out cold. And now she's sad, I'm so sorry. Huh. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Oh, it's no wonder you're so good at it. Sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me, surprise. And you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency. The Wright Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. That's why I'm here. Now, about telling me a little bit about yourself. Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Of course, feel free to ask away. Man, so happy. So, the music is just... Oh, man, so celebratory. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, it was the Three Musketeers bar. Here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, you must be a bit younger than me. You don't say. A bit more than you might think, in fact. Gee, I'm only 2! Oh no, I'm only 18, okay. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something. Well, we've seen more extreme examples than that. I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer. Psychology is everything, dude. The client. The toilet.
The toilet.
So tell me about our client. What are they like? What is he like? He's very scary. You haven't met him yet. Well, how do I put this? You probably won't be able to throw him over your head. Oh! And that about sums it up. Yep, she's sad. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. Oh, she's touched. Like, what a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying, you're crying! There was something in my eye. Oh, they're called tears. Moving right along. Yeah, she's very empathetic though, so it makes sense. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. Alright, but psychology though? Okay, let's hear about it. So Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try and listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Oh, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that, I seriously doubt. Ugh. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. Got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case. That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido! Alright, well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Mataro was seen... What? Was he seen flying through the sky? Here we go, guys. Here we go. That's not him. That's an airplane. Somebody photoshopped that. I don't know. Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetail's Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters? Yeah, oh boy. Better get used to it. Me gut! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German. Why not plain old English? She's speaking 99% English, she's fine. Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. Is that spelled right? I think it is. Well, it's sort of. I don't know. Alright, so, hey. Hey. Look at this badge. Yep, that's your attorney's badge, alright. Duh! Its dull, grimy look makes me think of all the courtroom battles you faced so far. I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to go. Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. But maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate her dreams about work just yet. Alright, well, what do you think of this flower? Oh, sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind. But give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed psych style. I'll get started on it right now. No need for that, I was just wondering. Okay, I imagine, I don't know if any of this, well, I mean, the newspaper, she kind of just gave it to us, but looks like this paper doesn't shy away from stories on strange creatures. Really? What does it say? They claim to have produced photos of Gordy in a Kappa water sprite thingy. Great. Frickin' Gordy! Yeah, I knew that was gonna come back. Just the other day, they got one of Konaki Gigi crying his poor old eyes out. Followed by that infamous shot of Tim Matero. I don't know about a Kappa, but I bet the Konaki Gigi. It's just a shot of someone's grandpa lost and crying up in the mountains. That's not very nice. They should have helped him instead of publishing his picture. Well, welcome to the 21st and 1/10th century. You know, 2020th actually, but well, I guess we should just move. Let's go to the manor here. Is there other stuff to talk about here? The investigation! Here we go. Okay, what's next on the list? Investigating the crime scene, what else? Well, what are we waiting for? Last one there is a rotten egg! We don't have to run all the way there. Okay, and how about speed walking? Does this have to be a competition at all? Because... Guess I'll take her home. Introduce her to the friends. Here, Trucy, I have something to present to you. Oh, I can't present profiles, can I? Alright, never mind then. Oh, shoot, there's like, you can move up and down the list here to places to go. Oh boy, I see 2 pairs of shoes on the ground. I don't know why that's like the first thing. It's kind of weird you put your shoes right there in the middle of the room. I mean, that is a rug next to them, right? Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Oh my god. We're talking about jump scares. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair. So anyway, we're lawyers, and we're here to... Oh! You're the lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, aren't you? Should have reckoned with what that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. Not giving it. My name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you. Same here. Is that like a... What do you call that thing of bullets that you put on a gun and it just goes through them? It looks like one of those. I think it's just a towel, actually. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you used them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon, you! Whoa, what are you... Oh, dude! Hang on, give that back! These horns, or I mean my hair isn't... my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so... Oh, that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I'd best get back to work.
Hold it!
I know, I was gonna say, wait, we're not just letting him go. Oh, me? You're a possible... Apollo, your bracelet's gone. I know. We got a freaking klepto on our hands. And he's even wearing it. Wow, that detail, though. Don't worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Watch, he's gonna look at his right one. Arrgh! The cat's out of the bag. It was barely in the bag in the first place. Give it. And he's like, make me. And I'm like, okay. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. So I bit off his leg and he chewed out my esophagus. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's just reflect on this pose for a minute here. It's like, almost like he doesn't have a head. Never mind. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. Sheesh, I don't feel sorry for him now. What do we do about him, Apollo? I'll tell you what we can do about him. I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away, head for the hills. Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Well, maybe he did it. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind, too. Guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can smell them later. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. Yeah? Well, I'll tell you. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Did he make them himself? What if he, like, drew out maps of the house and, like, has stuff hidden all over the house? Wouldn't that be funny? Foyer diagram added to the court record. Now then, as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. The Fox Chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Well, here we go. We're just on autopilot now. Oh. This room is a little darker than it was last time. What are they, cordon off the windows or something? Or cordon? I don't know why I said cordon. Still got that cordon blue on my head. Yup. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Ten Mataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene! Who is this? Is it Edgeworth? I can't keep doing that. Wow, dude! It's frickin' Kiyotaka! And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Ah, under arrest? But save it for the boys back at HQ, man. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait, we're May attendance lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. That was, oh, jeez. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Tell me about it. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. Bobby Fulbright. Okay. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you are in need. And my catchphrase? It's injustice we trust. I also salute like Maggie. Oh boy. This guy's a story and a half. Wait, so is this like... He's a detective. Are we talking like gumshoe level detective here? Because, wow. So what can I do for you? Well, that remains. That's up to you, what you can do for me, I tell ya. So would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not! No unauthorized personnel allowed! Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Uh-oh. No. Can't. Oh. Well, that's that. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line. His glasses keep, like, going dark, and... Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Well, he does look pretty thickly caked, but, persuasion? You're wasting your time and mine! Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. Shiny teeth and everything. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice, that would be you, at bay. Have you seen my name? Oh, I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? What indeed? Sure, what indeed counts for the what counter. We don't have a lot of what's in this yet. No, silly, we're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be! You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But guarding the crime scene is part of justice, too. Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? Oh! Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I feel like I've seen this guy's name. Maybe this was the guy that everybody said they hated. I don't know. I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy. Well, we are authorized, kind of. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? Who knows anymore? It's kind of a good question when you think about it. Like, we all have our own ideas about what's just. But I think most of us can agree that hurting people is not just, Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. Are you sure you speak English? A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? Wait, but how do we know about changing our perspective? Touch the arrows on the bottom screen, or press left or right on the D-pad. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer! Let's get started. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's try this then. Alright. I think we should probably start there. So this is where Alderman Cuby's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. Yeah, he told us about that. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes! Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... in the name of justice, I must say goodbye! That's fine. Go to Burger King or something. What was that all about? We could check the door, I guess. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenma Taro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Just gotta get these yawns out, man. Think we get this door open? It's worth a try. No good, it's shut tight. Where's a sledgehammer when you need one? I didn't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust! Yikes! Boy, that was quick. Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either. So an unopenable door, right. According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Oh, I forget I just said that! So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind. Well, I mean, there was like a thing over it though, right? Oh, it even tells you when you've already checked something. Cool. And also tells you when there's something to check. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. Rude awakening. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks! Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Well, nice, though. I like that. Is that a statue? Look, this statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power. So if you had 2 Apollo, I'd only have 1? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? Maybe that should count. No, that's not going to count. We're not talking about the what counter anymore. We've already done it twice today. So they both count as check. Chandelier is probably nothing. There's some green down here. Oh, it's an overturned chair. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can lift it up and... freeze! Yikes! Would you, like, kind of, like, go away or something? No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright? Did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I hear an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once! In justice we trust! That was easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. She may have already. Alright, so we already changed our angle here, kind of. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Ew. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Or where his body was. I wonder how it got here. Why does this seem important? Well, I don't know, unless we can find out that any women lived here. I think it will be. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Wait a minute. Oh, she said something else. This really looks like a prison fit for an evil demon. He could be on the other side this very moment, trying everything he can to escape. With these black feathers and tracks here, I think he might already be on the loose. The only way to know for sure is to get this door open. True, but if he is still inside, we'd be an accessory to his escape. Talk about being between a rock and a hard place. This is what we psychologists call a dilemma. I don't need you to tell me that. Alright, so let's try the arrows then. Oh my, oh this is so cool. This reminds me of like the nonary games a little bit. So... it's a folding screen. Man, I love being able to just investigate from any angle. This is so cool. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. Give me like my attorney's badge. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. This one's a spear, but what about this one? Looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongues. Stop, stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Oh. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people. I think I got the voices mixed up there. Alright, well, there's the cock. Examine that. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis, this strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off from the mark. Yeah, well, alright, let's try the third angle then. Oops. Nice, alright. There's, what is that? It's kind of trophies or something? Look, trophies! Oh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Division winner, Tenma Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. That sounds kind of cool. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's gonna hire a masked lawyer, Athena. Oh man, it's the goofiness, it's all still there. Is that a toilet? Does this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. They might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know. We didn't waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. Yeah, well, I'll tell you. Oh, is that a vent? Something in the ceiling up here. Oh man, it must be important with that zoom in. That looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there. I don't know, it doesn't look like you could fit a person through it, but maybe feathers? Of course, they wouldn't be all scattered by the crime scene. They'd be scattered all throughout the room. What if you got a running start and jumped? I doubt even a high jumper could make it. Oh, don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try. Monsieur Justice. Monsieur. Monsieur. You're pronouncing that word wrong in investigations, too. She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. Well, that's just who she is. Better get used to it. The window? Hey, this window opens. Nice. Oh, it's such a pretty day. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo. There's something caught in the window frame. Oh. Looks like part of the Ninetales costume. Oh, man. Golden fur added to the court record. Yeah. Some fur that was found at the scene of the crime. It's long and soft and appears to be from some sort of animal. Alright, wonder what's left here. More trophies or statues or something? Look, a cat with 2 tails. No such thing. I wouldn't be too sure. Oh, and this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that? Wait a minute. They were saying there's no way a creature like that ever exists. She'd have a tough time swallowing. Ugh. Apollo, I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus. What's that got to do with anything? Well, you know. Okay, somebody said something earlier about that. About, yeah, it was Jinxie's father said she was hanging around with some weird friends. One of them had a long neck, one had the face of an animal or something. It's kind of weird that the statues would be the same thing. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the Nine-Tailed Fox and Tenmataro battling it out. Oh, careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it! Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. Guys, we've found the murder weapon. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this, so you're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor, too? Fox and Demon statue added to the court record. The statue that was at the crime scene, it depicts Tenmataro and Nine-Tailed Fox locked in battle. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Well, too bad we had to scare him off. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear crap. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. Or are they saying in the bathroom? Oh, no. Just this guy again. Oh, someone's got a sharp set of ears! That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. And then you just showed up here a second later. I heard it through the air ducts. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? Oh. So you can hear... Oh. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. You don't have to placate him, dude. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. Or a step ladder. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room... Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Oh, come on, throw us a bone here. He ain't gonna do it. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Oh, I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Ah! Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Well, because... well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is a part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto. To serve and protect? I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course! I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice! We did it, Apollo! Yeah, we did it, alright. But I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Ethicals, I don't understand nothing about no ethicals, but the Volvo, no, I'm a Volvo man myself. I don't remember what he says there. Wow, so we can talk, examine, and present. A lot of stuff to do here. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right! And this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. I didn't see the cup. There was a cup and a saucer on the floor? I'm not sure, maybe that was just... Miss Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access. A key?! So then the Fox chamber was locked. Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber. Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Oh. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? Oh, I can't imagine what else would have happened to it. It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course I'm not going to share that information with you. You're some kind of champion of justice. You're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Ugh. Shameless rascal. Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Dude, you've known her for what, an hour? Man, crime photo. Yeah, I tell ya. There are bloody footprints and black feathers scattered all on top of blood. Alright, well, feathers and tracks, here we go. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? I mean, I don't know. What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Tenma Taro? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like Yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. No, actually, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. I mean... Okay, alright, suspects. So Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right, even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking, too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Huh! Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Was that so? Yup. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch. Yeah. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear? Here we go. True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I'd admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial, yeah. That's the one. He's... how shall I put it? Not what you'd expect. That is unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. Oh. By serving hard time, do you mean he's serving it now? No, he couldn't be. The way you word that makes me sound like he's still in jail and they let him out to do the prosecuting, and I don't know. Like, maybe that's how he's working off the time, is by prosecuting. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney! They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so... none of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha! This really is the dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't have to go by the name Blackquill, would he? I had a feeling. The first thing that went through my mind when he said convicted killer, though, is he's probably connected to whatever those flashbacks are she had in the last episode. Now I see she knows him. Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him. She has. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Is the crime he's in jail for something to do with her? Something that she witnessed? When I saw that, it made me think of Dexter, actually. I don't know if it's like the same deal. Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things. Oh my, that was a fart. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow? Ha ha ha, never fear. I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright. I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. Oh! I hadn't even noticed. I bet that guy took him, Filch. He took his shoes. Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now. I mean, seriously. How often do you really pay attention to a man's shoes? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Yes! Yes, they are! My favorite pair, in fact! Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. Well, I thought he would have thought we stole them. Jeez. Glad he didn't think that. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. You stole my dead bird from a blind kid? Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet, that's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, I tell you. Looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. Yeah. I mean, he's probably got one. Everybody's gonna have one. They're not just gonna give this away to us this early. Shoot, I forgot what voice I gave this guy. This is just awful terrible, I say. Somebody help! Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Fint? No, the name's Filt. Phineas Filt. Keep on pilfering, and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filt? Oh, it's just terrible, terrible, I tell you. Come quick! Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Is it gonna be like a second murder or something? Uh-oh. Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Ninetales mask. The Amazing Ninetales. Alright, the wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event, yeah? What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Yeah? Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Amazing Ninetales mask added to the court record. Oh, but it's got hair on it, though. Time for a DNA test. So what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't you? Yes, I mean, no. I mean, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me and my bandit's mask, and you and that demon mask of yours. Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. No. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... Damn, why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already. Very well. Here goes nothing. The Amazing Ninetales is our village's savior and told to forget it. Nice! His trademark's the gold cape made to look like 9 foxtails. Wow. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now that's a yokai town. The Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. He had to push his head back up. Jeez. Is there something really heavy under his hat? Jeez. Aside from his head. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the famed village as the Amazing Ninetales. I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? This music, though. Kind of reminds me of Ray's theme from AAI 2. Oh, shoot, what's he doing there? It's a big idea! Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it, I got lots more. Amazing Ninetales glossy added to the court record. Okay, did you have to fold it in half like that? You just made its value like a third of what it used to be. So you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? No. Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenma Taro. You villagers are really suspicious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories, too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenma Town? What is he plotting? Oh, is this about trying to merge the two towns? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenma Taro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. And that would be him, wouldn't it? Our hero, the Amazing Ninetales. Well, there you go. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merger. Couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Jeez. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Yeah. Well then. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. Kubi said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. You must be talking about this small room in the upper right. Okay. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch. Oh, I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle's his name. That looks like the detective. The hair alone, I mean, boy. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, alright. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder. Kept watch here the whole time, didn't see his soul pass by. And if anyone did, that their security camera would have spotted him. Yeah, this guy's voice and the detective are like too similar here. Keep forgetting like what I was doing. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt, this here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember, yeah, that was the first thing I thought of too, actually. But then I thought, wait, what if like white hair like came off of the human's head who was wearing it, you know? Like we could use that to figure out who was wearing it. But okay, that could work too. Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. And this places the mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means, what does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. It all just kind of fits together, doesn't it? No way. Did the amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be? Is something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Oh man. Well, there you go. Is that all there is to talk about here? Let's see if we could present something to him. You know what, I think I'm actually going to stop here. I'm getting the feeling, though, that we're really close to the trial, so I don't know, we'll find out next time, I guess, but till then, thanks everybody for hanging out.